All right, let's go over this. Okay. So first thing is I'm going to look for these things in the equation. So the first thing I notice in the first one, there's no hydrogen or chlorine by itself, but I do see HCl. HCl is on the right-hand side. HCl on the right-hand side of the target. So guess what? I'm going to keep that the same. So the second one is I'm going to look for is going to be, again, H or Cl on the left-hand side. And I notice I see that H is on the right-hand side on this one. So I'm going to flip this one. Right? Okay. All right. Now, if I flip this one, okay, if I flip this one, this becomes 3H2 plus N2 makes 2NH3. Okay. That means I have to flip this one. That's going to be a -1. Then on the last one, I need that one I flip the H, so the Cl. The Cl here is on the left-hand side. See how the Cl is on the left-hand side? And the Cl2 is on the left-hand side, fine. So I'm going to leave that alone. So that's my equation right now. So now I need to start canceling stuff out. Now, first thing is I have one NH4Cl right here. Okay, oh, let me use a different color. So I have one NH4Cl right here. Okay. And I have 2 right here. So that means I need to multiply this by 2 to get 2 here, 2 there, and 2 there. So that means I have to multiply this whole number by 2. So when I do that, the NH4Cl now cancels out. The next thing I want to cancel out is NH3, because notice in the target there's no NH3. So these 2 and these 2, wait a minute, that NH3 is on the right-hand side. So I have 2 on the right-hand side for the top one and then 2 on the bottom one, which means what? Which means I can't cancel them out, can I? So which means I have an issue, right? Which means I can't flip this one. So I need to back myself back up. So I have to back myself all the way back up. And instead of flipping the second one, I can't flip it. So if I can't flip the second one, then I have to maybe flip the third one then. So the third one, okay, I want H2 and Cl on the right-hand side, so they look fine. But I know I want NH3 on the left-hand side. See how this NH3 and NH3? So that's going to be the fine. Do I need to flip this one? Okay, it doesn't look like it because H2 and Cl2 is on that right on the same side. So then I got to go back and start deleting stuff now. So again, I know I'm going to multiply 2 here, 2 there, and 2 there. So I know I'm going to multiply these 2 right there. All right. Then notice 2NH3. I'm sorry. Yeah. So 2NH3 right here on the right, 2NH3 on the left. So those guys cancel. 2NH4Cl and 2NH4Cl, one on the left, one on the right. So those cancel. 1 and 2 on the right of the equation, 1 and 2 on the left. So those 2 equations cancel. Okay. What else? Well, there's nothing left. So on the left-hand side, I got this, cancel, cancel. I have 4H2 plus the Cl2, okay, makes, on the right-hand side, I have now 2HCl, which is this guy. Now, one thing I notice, I have 3H2 right here and 4H2 right here, okay? So if I have 4 on the left and 3 on the right, which means what? I can cancel out this 3, leaving 1 of the H back here. So that means I have 1 H2. So now notice that this equation looks exactly like my target. So all I have to do is double this one, which is 176.02 times 2. 176.02 times 2. So this would be 352.04. Then all I have to do is add those together. So that's that. Plus the 92.22, subtract the 628.9, and I get a -184.64 kilojoules.